Hey, it's Amber again. I'm coming on here to, I don't know, share something, share a book. It's one of my favorites now. This is an old copy. I like audiobooks, so that's usually the way that I would read my books. Um, I've been doing that for a while now. So anyway, I'm into audiobooks. Probably every day you'll catch me. If I don't list, like I might catch a snippet. Like I have so many on my phone. Well, not so many. I have quite a few on my phone that and I have my favorites, and so I listen to them on repeat. But anyway, back to so my favorites. Now, one of my favorite authors, uh she is a she. The author is a she. She can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care what she write. I am there because she is so funny to me. I love her style of writing. It's unique. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if you listen to audiobooks, it doesn't even matter who the narrator is because she just, I don't know what it is. The dialogue. I mean, she's hilarious. I love reading her books. And I'm talking about Miss Mary Monroe. Now, if you don't know Mary Monroe, she is she's a best-selling author. I mean, you probably don't read if you don't know, you probably don't read fiction, African American fiction, because she is an African American author. Although she's New York Times best-selling author, like she is most known for her God series. God Don't Like Ugly is the first book in that series and the most popular. But I won't be talking about today. I do like that series, but that first book, first book in that series is not my favorite in that series. I actually like the third one, God Don't Play. But anyway, back on track. Today, I want to show y'all the book I'm talking about. And now this is the old copy. They redo the copies, but I don't care. This is the one I wanted, so this is the one I got. So, In Sheep's Clothing by Mary Monroe. Y'all, this is one of my all-time favorite books. Look at that beautiful cover. I'll cover my face up so y'all can see. Yes, Miss Mary Monroe. If you don't know, hold on, I'm trying to open it. Okay, she usually has her picture in here. My daughter, she be messing with my stuff, y'all, so pray for me because I really don't like her touching my books. Oh, okay, yes, it's on the back. So here she is. Anybody reading that? Yeah, and anyway, this book is about a girl named Gertrude Bell, but she goes by Trudy. She basically, okay, if I tell y'all about the books, it's gonna be some spoilers. So this girl, basically, long story short, she stole the credit card of one of her bosses or co-workers, whatever you want to call it, and gone to town, y'all. The first time she did it, she was at a lunch. She her friend normally pays, and y'all, she is a secretary through a temp agency, so she's not making no real money. Her friend is a bank teller. I think Trudy is 26 or 28. I don't know, somewhere along the line. So that's about the age range. So they was at a greasy burger joint, as they call it. Y'all, eating lunch. Next thing you know, the girl, her best friend, Frederica, or Freddie is what she called. She was supposed to pay. She didn't have the money on her card. Somehow it declined, or whatever. And then she was like, "Hey, Trudy, can you pay for it?" So immediately, Trudy, Wednesday, September 18th at 1. Education. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, okay, do I want to do that? The most common? I do. Anyway, y'all. was I saying? See, that's why you can't get thrown off track. But I had to. I seen it flash across. So what is this? And I'm not even. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So she ended up with Trudy being the secretary. She was given access to about 2 credit cards. One of them being her boss, Ann. Now Ann is another black lady. She may be a little bit older or even around the same age as Trudy. I don't remember exactly. Read the book and find out. I'm telling y'all, the details is good. Like, I'm giving you the long story short. Anyway, and anyway, she stole Ann's identity. Once she used that card at lunch with Freddie, after that, the first thing she did was, she had already planned, it seemed like it, but in the book, it seemed like she just thought of it. But later on, it tells you about some past activity that she did, just, that would confirm that. But anyway, y'all, she got a cash advance and went shopping and got her hair done on the company credit card. Next thing you know, Trudy done ran this card up, y'all. The card was $10,000. And this was, we'll give it 30 days, because it was like every month she was responsible for paying off the balance. And the way they put it was, this company just had so much going on. It had so much money to play with. The reps, those are the sales reps, because Trudy worked at a travel agency. She said they basically were described as being clueless. Okay, so anyway, so that's how trading. Now, once Trudy saw that she would get away with that, she just continued, y'all. She was buying leather, designer. Like I said, she was getting her hair done. She even was getting cash advances off the card and passing out meals to the homeless people in the park close to where she works. I'm like, girl. And then there's another one of her co-workers, Pam. Now Pam, she still, in the book they said that she was stealing office supplies and taking them to the flea market and selling them, which is wrong too. But y'all, the way Trudy judged Pam, and now she did say, I'm wrong, but she was talking to another co-worker, Wendy, and basically they was crucifying Pam for stealing office supplies when Trudy is gone to town, literally, with this car, y'all. So before long, the card activity increased from just, superficial stuff. She went on trips, y'all. She took her friends on trips, took her mother-in-law. She was buying expensive dinners, like anything that she could dream of. She was getting it because, mind you, every month she was paying it. So basically, she had a $10,000 a month credit that nobody was even checking for. So she just spent it 10. So this is her activity. Now, once she did leave the, what did she leave? Something she left behind in one of the retail stores, and they called her. I guess back then you could do that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. Maybe they went out their way to call you about, I know they don't do that now. But anyway, so what she did, instead of, and they asked for Ann, because like I said, it was Ann's card. Now, what was strange, she never really used that card. Well, she didn't, at this point, she wasn't using that second card while she was using the first card, which was strange because I guess the $10,000 was enough for her, because she knew she could pay. So anyway, I'm just thinking about the story, and even though I've listened to it 1,000 times or whatever, I even read it along with the audio. Anyway, y'all, what was I saying? So yeah, Trudy stealing, going on trips. She got a boyfriend named James now. She been with James for 10 years. They plan to get married. They don't have any children yet, neither of them at all. But she kind of bored with James. Like I said, they've been together for a long time, and he pretty much was, I'll say, arranged by her dad, as an acceptable mate. So she kind of went along with it. Next thing you know, That's how she said. She said, I was just with him. So she was bored. So anyway, after a while, let me pause, back up something. So with that being said, Trudy was happy. Now she didn't know much about credit or anything like that. So she, like with her friend working at a bank, she would just tell her stuff. So through these conversations with Freddie, she realized she could do so much more. Like I said, the trips she was going on. One time she called to schedule a trip to go to Jamaica, y'all. And they was like, oh my God, and I can't believe, because she was trying to use a travel agency. Trudy hung up so quick. And what she said in the book, not that this didn't deter her from stopping, this didn't deter her from using the card. It just said, she just said, well, I guess I won't be able to go to Jamaica ever in life. Y'all, every time I record a video with y'all, I guess it's a time. Here go this political call. Anyway, so yeah, see, it done throw me off. So anyway, she ended up going to Mexico. That's what I want to talk about. So on one of these trips, y'all, she ended up sleeping with she went to Mexico. She slept with the pilot there. I mean, it was just a one-night stand. They both went on about their business. And she said she enjoyed the rest of the trip with no problem. Meanwhile, she had James at home. Now, James been noticing that she's been acting different, distant, just, she was enthused about purchasing a home prior, but now she's just not into it. So she's starting to think like, shit, James ain't enough. So she starts actively, trying, like, she's okay with cheating on James. She said, maybe later we'll just settle down. Like, she's just taking him for granted, But anyway, and James is trying to see what's going on. So what she decided to do is take James, his mother, and his mother on a trip. The three of them went to Vegas. And after that, now what the pilot did, she called him a sexy pilot, y'all. He, performed a certain act on her that James never would agree to do. So she tried to force him while they was on this trip in Vegas. Oh my God, it was terrible, y'all. Y'all should read that scene. I am ashamed. But anyway, let me skip ahead. Now, okay, her father is described as overbearing. He's sickly. I don't feel like leaving the mother in. And he lost his wife, her mother, Trudy's mother, and also his oldest son. They both died tragically. The mother died in a plane crash by some terrorists. Not a plane crash. So terrorists took over the plane, and they killed themselves. And then the son died in a car accident one night. They ran off the road or something like that. So yeah, it was 4 boys in that car. So yeah, and Trudy, how she in the past. Oh yeah, I mentioned it. So yeah, Trudy. So they both dealing with trauma and their family members' death, and they only have each other. So I can see how Trudy would feel smothered, and how the dad could be overbearing. Yeah, so, and then, okay, I don't want to go through the book. It's so many details, so fast forward, y'all, to the end of the story. Trudy done got herself in trouble. Now, I was listening to another review about, this book, and that young lady, I don't have her name, but if I remember, maybe I'll put it in the comments. It's a real old video, but I still watch it. She said that Anne knew what Trudy had been doing. Like, she eventually found out. And once she found out, instead of, bringing it out in the open, she used it to her advantage. So Anne ends up quitting her job, saying that she's marrying her fiance and moving to France. So Anne was out the picture. Now with Anne out the picture, Trudy, that's when she started going ham, y'all, ham and cheese. She went and got an apartment. She wanted to get a car, but she just couldn't figure out how to get away from that. Oh, even before she went and got the apartment, went on the trip, she realized, okay, I need to distance myself from Bon Voyage. So instead of using the company card, she ended up just go ahead and opening different cards in Ann's name. Now she was making payments on them, but one day she wanted to quit. She went in the bathroom and calculated how much that she would owe on the cards. Now these are just the cards that she got in Ann's name. This is not the tens of thousands of dollars that she ran up on on the name of the company is Bon Voyage. I'm sorry, I don't speak whatever language that is. BON space VOYAGE. Bon Voyage. Okay, anyway. Y'all, so anyway, that's that. So months of doing that. So we'll just say 3 months, but I believe it was more. That's $30,000. So instead, what she decided to do, she did she got rid of the cards. What she decided to do was buy Ann a gift and just call it even. But Ann recommended her to be fired for one of her evaluations at work, and that's when she just kind of like, okay, I got a vendetta against you, Heifer. And yeah, like I said, she went and got a passport, which is how she was able to travel to Mexico. Like, see, it was so much. I'm leaving out stuff, like I'm all over the place. Like Trudy was just going crazy. So again, y'all, I don't want to tell y'all the ending because it'll mess it up for the people that read it. Now, if you looking at this and you don't read this, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good review. I know I left out a lot of details, but read it. In sheep's clothing, y'all see her with that stolen dress. So y'all didn't know it was stolen at first. Oh, but anyway, now how I feel about it, like I said, I love it. I feel Trudy though, like when you feel like, okay, she was working at her dad's liquor store, so she was always feeling like she was a hard-working person, and people around her wasn't working because she lived in a neighborhood that was blue collar, but it kind of went down over the years, you know how our neighborhoods will do. And she had got robbed, and I won't tell y'all about that, but in that their trauma. So I'm sure there's hundreds of book clubs that have done a review on this, but this is a good discussion book. I mean, it's funny. It has family elements. You can relate to it. It's shocking elements. It's trauma. We can talk about trauma, stealing from family. I don't know if y'all have experienced that, but I have. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know how to do that, but anyway, I like this side of mine better than this side. I don't know why. I usually didn't have a favorite side. Anyway, maybe because I had a hair like y'all. This hair is thick. I like it. I feel blessed to have it, but sometimes I get me a pompadour. A pompadour. Anyway, that's that, y'all. Mary Monroe and sheep's clothing. Now, I got a whole stack of books over there. I had more, but one day I was watching Insecure a few years ago, and a girl was like talking about how it was immature to have Zane books, and I kind of felt, in the Fly Girl, all those little coming of age books that we had back in the day. I don't know, for some reason it resonated with me, so I ended up giving them away. Some I took to the thrift store, and some I gave to, the people that lived in my neighborhood or whatever. So yeah, that's that. I have nothing further. Yeah. Bye, y'all.